City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people, this is city I met all my best friends. And I wanna thank every break, I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. I owe you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show at Great American Hall. I used to beg my homies for a ride across the bridge to goof off and spend the whole damn day doing whatever we want. Keek drove us down to Ice Place while we roll up a blunt, and me and Jack would get stoney, walk around and get lost. Don't think I'll ever truly pay back all I was lucky to get just by walking through the city. No, I'm a small part of this.
City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
I never really had a place to call my own, so I travel and I roam till I find that. But I'm full of adventure, so I wander and I venture, and it's safe to say that really I don't mind that. I book a flight to try to figure where my mind's at, a spot where I don't spend no money, just some time at. I mix and mingle with the people till I learn a little. I brought some weed and baby, maybe we could burn a little. She said you're funny, I said no, I'm David, and I left. Sun shining, birds chirping, let me take a breath. I'm headed to the city where my chance to make it best. What people like to give a little, then you take the rest. I'm hoping one day maybe I can find a place to rest. I fell in love with life and wonder where it take me next. I like the hustle and bustle, I fell in love with the fashion. I feel the pulse of the city, it's moving me like a passion, and it's mine.
Hometown, baby, we go way back. All the situations, circumstances, still we don't mind. Steady going on, I dance around the street lights. Hey, I know every street sign, hanging around the block like if you are my friend, then you are welcome any moment. Yeah, city of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
What's crack-a-lackin', peoples? What's crack-a-lackin'? Let me just check over here to see if my mods are in the channel. They are. Let me put my headphones on and mute these two guys so they don't say nothing stupid. And let me put it in so I can hear them talking to me. Mod check 1 2 1 2. Mod check 1 2 1 2. All right. All right. There's so Keely and Paul are chilling in the back room over here. All right, gang. Today we're gonna do something cool. I wanted to bring out my MacBook Pro. See, I'm brain stuck already. I wanted to bring out my M2 MacBook Air. And it's funny, I'm reading the comments before we got started. And the first one, super hilarious. Mr. Paul Dixon said, Doc is so in love with his M2, he forgot to hit the stream. No, Paul, you know what I forgot to do, which was stupid? I started just trying out for S&Gs. That's S and giggles for people who don't know. Making my intros in Canva, and I forgot to update it. So I did it, and I was like, oh, perfect. I made it just in time. I went to go download it. And then, before you start the stream, you start closing all the apps. Yeah, so I closed the window that was downloading the freaking intro. So I had to go do that again. That was stupid. But yes. And then David Hunt said, is the Mac Studio worth it? Yes, 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 and yes. And we can talk about that in a second. And then, of course, Paul Dixon said, yeah, if you need the Mac Studio, it's worth it. So what we're doing today is we're unboxing this M2 MacBook Air. And one of the things I wanted to bring to the table is I just wanted to address some of the BS that's flying around the internets talking about, oh, it's not this, it's not that. And, I don't know, the victim mentality of Apple or Samsung or Google or whomever, like, I'm not even going to say this is just an Apple thing. Sony, Canon, like, people love to come out and say, oh, no, they're trying to F you because they can make a little. And like, those people, A, don't run businesses, probably, or they run their business absolutely wrong, or they just have a victim mentality, and so nothing's going to help them, right? And I'll talk about some of the things about that as I'm opening it, because I do have to do setups and things like that. But those kind of conversations irritate the absolute bad words out of me, because it's hella short-sighted, it's a little small-minded, and yeah, it's just dumb. Where it really hurts is it's not effective for the persons who are attempting to look for good information on whether they should or should not buy a machine, and injecting dumb commentary like, the company's out to cheat you or whatever, screws other people up that actually need to buy this computer for their business or whatever. So if you're like a good reviewer, you help people by taking that stupid stuff out of your mouth and thinking about it from a logistical perspective or business perspective, or, what's best for the overarching community. And whenever one of us tries to undo those hot takes and go, oh, wait, you're just an Apple fanboy. Okay. So what? Ask me about the Raiders or Manchester or B&W or Japanese whiskey or like sake or whatever. Same thing. Like, we're allowed to like what we like. And again, if you believe that, you're an idiot. So let me just go ahead and say that right now before we get started. And as I'm opening this, Paul Duncan, no, take it back. See, my damn Paul Dixon, this is satisfying right here, people, by the way. Paul Dixon said he thought I said I wasn't going to get the Air. Maybe I said that, but what made me decide to do this finally? I'll tell you why. Because I have a Mac Studio and a Mac Mini and an iMac M1 and a iPad M1. But I have a lot of travels coming up lately, and I have really, really given it my all to do the all iPad adoption on the road. Nah, man, it's not for me. I know plenty of people that do it and plenty of people that do it highly effectively. I was failing at that task, and so I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna have to get a grown folks computer and use that for my road trips. Just because it's just a smarter look for what I'm attempting to do. And so one of the first things that comes to mind when we have these conversations, and we all say it and people don't listen, you got to think about what's best for you. So the dumbest thing I did was forgot to put a razor nearby me. Oh, look. Samurai sword. Test of work. Yeah, the dumbest thing we do is like literally start looking at things and don't think about what's best for you, right? You don't even need that, Doc. Apple put a little tab on there so you can rip it. So one of the questions that's guaranteed going to come up is, do you think that Air is good enough for streaming? The official word from the cam is no. We don't recommend it, for reasons which you'll probably find out if you actually tried to do it. And then somebody will come in the group and they will answer the exact same comment and they'll say, well, I do it and it works. Okay. Some people also do rails every weekend and didn't die, and some people drunk drive and shouldn't. And just because you did it don't mean somebody else should. We are telling you we don't recommend it. The police recommend that you don't drive drunk, and Nancy Reagan tells you don't do rails off of strippers. So who cares that you do it and it works for you? you shouldn't, because it's not the right thing to do. So we say no, and it has to do with the way that a non-cooling machine like the Air will throttle. Now, that being said, that might be different for the M2 because it's a more powerful processor, but I probably wouldn't recommend it because it's just not designed for big loads. So, oh, you know what I forgot? Check this out, gang, gang. Oh, today he must have the Ovi head. Yes, I did. Listen, first thoughts, just grabbing it, it is light. It is super light. This weighs about as much in my head as my iPad M1. Like, it's crazy. This is super, super light. Oh, my goodness. Yes, yes. Yo, Mob Deep is in the building, chopping broccoli. Boom, boom, boom. See, Glenda, I knew somebody was going to ask that question, and of course you did. No. We've always said no non-cooling machines for streaming over and over again. No. So, no. Just leave it there. I am going to try it, though, but no. Keely, we're going to talk about that, too. And Keely said it. Rule number 1 for streaming, don't talk about Fight Club. All right, there you go. Saki and giggles, All right, so boom, boom, boom. And Gretchen tell them again, the core of business is to make a profit for their shareholders. And of course, new developments, right, are intended to make money. There you go. And I'll actually take it further. I worked there before. Apple is an extremely customer-first company, far more than most of the tech companies out there, but they just always get a bad name because they decided to make the premium brand. And so here's what everybody assumes. Apple made the premium brand so that they can make more money. No, they made the premium brand because it's a better customer experience to get you out of your own way, make you buy the right equipment from the beginning, which means they bought higher end parts. Whereas many of the other manufacturers, and I've been in tech for a long time, you can buy a Dell this week and you can buy a Dell next week, and they have 2 different hard drives, same model, 2 different hard drives, 2 different modems, 2 different logic boards, even 2 different graphics cards. And that is not a good end-user experience when you go out to, say, build an office and you buy this machine and you set it up on your desk. And then a little bit later, someone else in the company goes, hey, I need another one just like that because mine is running slow too. So you go right back to the same store and you buy the exact same specs. And when you get them, they're 2 different machines. That when Apple was solving that problem from eons ago, but the only way they could do that was buy higher end stuff, not buy cheaper stuff. The other guys were chasing profit margin. So, and again, not to just get rich, they were just trying to keep the cost down because they were always trying to make, say, this sub $1,000 machine, right? And Apple was like, we're not going to do that. We're going to be like Louis Vuitton or somebody else. And honestly, Steve got this idea from the Ritz-Carlton. Why should I make the room $50 a night cheaper, but then have crispy towels? I'll charge 50 extra bucks, have better towels, better service, continental breakfast, newspapers at the ready, things like that. And watch, more people love it. And you know what everyone loves now? Staying at the Ritz-Carlton. Why? Because they decided don't let people screw themselves by allowing them to be cheap unnecessarily. Put it out there and people will pay a premium for a premium service. And so Apple's always been that way. And again, the small-minded people go, oh, they're just doing it to make money. If you're in a business and you're not doing it to make money, stop, go away, sit down. I'm just saying. Paul Dixon is not giving away free overlays because he's a nice man. Just because he's British, don't mistake that for nice, right? All right, here we go. So here's the adapter. And the adapter comes with the old MagSafe power cord, which I think is cool. We'll look into this. I will never use this adapter, and it's not because it's bad, but I just don't use it. I will tell you, I saw a post yesterday from my buddy Dan Courier, and I'm going to remember to clip this so that I can send it to him. Dan was talking about, on the bigger model, this thing is huge, right? How stupid this is to have these duck lips hang out and stick this in the wall. Yes, don't ever use the duck lips unless you're traveling. These are the duck lips, they come off. You should always use this cord, right? Not Discord, that's Keely, but like this cord. Use this cord, you pop the duck lips off, you put this on because this gives you a grounding, see the third puka, or stick, actually. It gives you better grounding. It will make this heat up less, and it's just a better overall look for the whole planet. So whenever possible, take the duck lips off, put them in your travel bag, and use the cord. When I travel, I actually bring the cord. I never use the duck lips. But now, I don't even do that. I'll show you what I bring for my charger. This is a 100-watt. You can see it has an outboard, so I can plug something else, but it has 300-watt USB Cs and one 18-watt USB A. So this is the travel charger that I carry because it'll do iPad, iPhone, Apple Watch, and computer all in one little doohickey, and it's super light, plugs in nicely on the plane. So yeah, this is worth a look. I do have it on my kit. If not, I can send you the link in a little bit if you need it. All right, cool. Let's move this box out the way. Now I'm going to use that. Again, speaking of user experience, one of my favorite things that Apple has always done is they ship the computers charged. Like, nothing sucks more than getting new electronics Insta360, and I open it and I'm ready to rock and there's no charge. And it's like, oh, please charge this before you use it. Also just bought a pair of clippers. Same thing. They sent the clippers uncharged. They're just stupid. Don't do that. Charge them up before you send them. But I think maybe that's because many companies mass produce and they don't set themselves up for like shipping and making it as they ship it. But Apple always sends everything well charged. Okay, I'm just checking on you guys in a minute. Speaking of my buddy here, Braids, what's up, day in the life, Hawaii? Hey, appreciate you. You know, people in hell are hoping for ice water, so there's that. Yes, let me explain this to you real quick because Paul is correct. Here's what all you content creators, especially the streamer types, need to know. Can you edit video on this? Absolutely. Will it work? Yes. You will have to slow down. It will take you a little bit longer, but yeah, you could. But live streaming is even different from editing. Live streaming, we're taking 30 images per second, in my case, 24 average. You're taking 24 to 30. Some people are crazy and do 60 frames per second, and you're moving them in real time for a couple hours straight. Probably the second or third hardest thing you could ever make a computer do is live stream. So yeah, you don't want to do that. All right, boom, boom, boom. Just double checking. Yes, and then Matthew is also correct. The value buyers versus the price buyers. Hey, you know, this came up recently. We were talking about, you know, people getting in our space, right? Matthew's an editor, Final Cut, one of the Final Cut bros. People like, oh, I'm gonna do iMovie, and I'm gonna tell you over and over and over again, just skip iMovie. I get it, it's free, and I get it, it's there, and I get it that Final Cut's $2.99. First of all, I will tell you, I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, and Brady, don't snitch on me. Just do the education one. No one checks, no one cares. I wish Apple would just drop it to that, because then everybody does it anyway, but that's neither here nor there. Get the education bundle. You get Logic, Final Cut, Motion, Compressor, and Main Stage for $199. And the reason why you should skip iMovie, that value stuff, you'll run out of it real quick. You'll spend more time doing things just out of your fear of wanting something easy. Stop. I mean, I'm going to tell everybody, please read the book, Take the Stairs. Wanting everything to be easy is part of the reason why you're struggling right now, because you think you're doing stuff easy and it's actually making your life harder. Yeah, so there's that. Braids, I'll text you right after this. It's the HyperJuice stackable. It is in my must-haves. Oh, thank you, Keels. I forgot if I put it in there. All right. Yeah. Anchor just announced. Rob, link or it didn't happen. I got the old sliver one because the blue ones sold out like within 5 minutes and I couldn't get it. So I just couldn't get it. Cool. That's, you know, Rich is crazy. I've been a hyper user for over 20 years. I've never had a single problem, but you know, this is how it happens, right? This is one of the reasons why the review situation is also a little bit messed up, because, you know, some people get a bad thing. I used to get people say, oh, I get horrible customer service from Apple. And I was the customer service person at Apple for years. And I thought we gave great service. So, you know, it just kind of just depends on what you're doing. Yes, there you go. That's another one. iMovie will definitely eat your life. And I can show you guys, if your Final Cut projects are swelling, there's some tricks you can do. So anyway, this is the new MBA. It is kind of pretty. It's just light. And now wait, nothing there. But this is cool. Let's just see. Let's do it. Let's do it here first. Open. Another thing I absolutely love about Apple computers, you can open a computer with one hand. Like a lot of the other manufacturers are finally getting hinges that hinge, but this is dope. And check it out. As soon as you open it, it just turns on. I didn't press no power button. It just did that. Like the genius that they put into such a simple thing, like the first time I open it, it opens, it goes, the other thing is that 10-second boot time. Like it's normally, I think on average, somewhere between like 4 and 7 seconds, depending on your network connectivity. So screen, first glance, screen is gorgeous. But they kind of sort of always are. I'm just impressed by how light this is. This is going to be much, much better for traveling on the plane. Ciao. Right? So that's kind of cool. Annyeonghaseyo. And I can't read that last one. Anyway, let's go. Hola. Let me hit the just get started. Okay. English, love this. This part drives me crazy, yet I'm hoping eventually we are going to get the United States. You know you don't have to scroll the list, right? You can just type UN. It'll jump you down to United Arab Emirates, and then you go United Kingdom, United States. So don't scroll the list when you get in. In most Apple lists, you can just jump to the thing. Do you want to set up any accessibility? I'm always going to set up vision. And then no need voiceover, but I always set up vision because of the zoom in thing. And then this is it, turn in zoom. So you say, well, how do you find that thing? I told you, it's when you first set up your computer, it's already there. Just set up vision, set up zoom, game over, everything done. So now you don't need to know about how to go in there and do anything. I also turn on hover text because when you're doing demonstrations, hover text, as you see me do all the time, is beautiful. And they're like, no, wait, Doc, I don't understand what you're talking about hover text. You guys watch me do this on a weekly basis, right? Here. So we hit this. If I wanted to show you what is a web widget, I put the cursor there and you see there's a little writing. But if I hold down the command key when I do that, boom, hover text, right? You know what I'm saying? This is my confession. Just when I said all I can say, chick on the side says she got one on the way. That's how you do it. So that's what that is. All right. So go ahead and hit continue. And then I don't speak the selections, don't need that. And then pointer size, I like to leave it here on normal, but if I know I'm going to be doing demos and stuff, I'll just take the second one. And you can switch that back and forth. I never do reduce transparency. That's not my life. And then no contrast. Appearance mode, dark. What's wrong with you people? Dark mode 24/7. Probably I'm going to just leave it at dark. I'm not even going to do any concessions. I don't need the reduce motion or anything like that. And then now I'm square. I don't need the rest of these guys. Some might say I need the cognitive one, but I'm going to leave that alone. Go ahead and hit the Wi-Fi. Put in your password. Sometimes it catches. In this case, it did not. Sometimes when you go to put in the password, your phone will say, hey, do you want to let so-and-so in on your thing? Yep. And here's what I was going to say. What I want Apple to finally do, and this is just me, but I have submitted feedback. I've said, hey, the way that you get a brand new phone, you can put the one phone next to the other phone and it does the Apple ID part already. I really wish we would get to that on computers because my Apple ID password is stupid. I mean, like it is too legit to quit, right? So when you first have to set up and put your Apple ID, mine is so long and so safe that I don't do it. So here's what you do. If you're like me and you have an insane Apple ID password, come down here to the bottom corner and say set up later. Because then you can copy and paste it or whatever. Here's my trick. I copy my Apple ID, which is like password, which is like 32 characters long. I paste it onto a blank document and I put that on a USB stick. I plug that in, copy it, paste it, and then delete that file. Now you're good. You don't have to type the crazy thing in. Some of you guys that can type, hey, you're good. I can't type, so let's stay. All right, so yes, I'm going to skip the Apple ID maneuver and agree to the T's and C's, only because I know what they say. You should probably read these bad boys. Let's see. Type that. What I want my account name to be, do croc. And what I want my password to be, none of your business. And then get it. Get it. Okay, it's thinking. Let me check on you guys real quick. Boom, boom. Let me see. Anchor GAN Prime. Here's a cool thing. You double click on this. Double click on Rob's comment. Double click there. Copy that link. Copy. And then come down here. Do one of these. Paste and switch. Yes, sir. And then close this. And then browser. Oh, yeah. Okay, there you go. I love Anchor, bro. Anchor is like seriously one of the coolest brands in the business. Yes, these are cool. I like it. Actually, like this guy right here. Oh, you know what, Rob? I might have to get one of these for the road out. Mm-hmm. Ooh, 150 watts. Come on, player. Dang, that's good. These ones are 65, 120. Oh, man, 150 sold out already. Good Lord. This was cool because it's 65 watts plus a power bank. The new computers like this can actually run off of a power bank. Thank you, Rob. That is really cool. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm enable location services. Yes. Continue. Share my analytics with Apple. Yes. Share my usage with app developers. Yes. I ain't no bitch. Yes. Screen time. Set it up later. I ain't got no children's. No need. Enable Siri. Yes. Select the voice.
Hi, I'm Siri.
Nope.
Hi, I'm Siri.
Yep.
Choose the voice
She's
you'd like
cute.
me to use. Hi, I'm Siri.
Nope.
Hi, I'm Siri. Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use. You can change it later in system preferences.
Yo, family. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't know if you bought a new computer. Check it out. Number 5, Siri. This is regular Siri.
Hi,
Nope.
I'm Siri.
That's dude
The
Siri.
voice you'd like me
Hey,
to use.
sorry, not you.
You can change it later in system preferences.
So that was dude Siri. Let me get the volume louder. This is a normal Siri's voice too.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use. You can change it later in system preferences.
Actually, that's new Siri. Take it back.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use. You can change it later in system preferences.
Black dude Siri. Okay, number 3 is black dude Siri.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use.
Number
You can change
4.
it later in system preferences.
Number 4 is regular Siri.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use. You can change it later in system preferences.
And number 5 is black girl Siri. Finally. Good job, Apple. Maybe that happened the last one and I just didn't notice it because I didn't set it up. But we got black girl Siri now. See, I appreciate that. They're adding a voice that's more common than a standard computer voice. They all sound much better than the original computer voice, which wasn't generated. It was a recorded artist. But number 3
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose
and
the
number
voice
4,
Hi, I'm
they
Siri.
added a little
Choose the
ethnicity
voice
to
you'd
it,
like
which
me
is
to
a good
use.
thing. It's
You
a
can
good
change
thing.
it later in
Way to go,
system
Apple.
preferences.
Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri, send a message. All of them talking. Hey, Siri, how's the weather today? Hey, Siri, what does the rest of my day look like? Hanging out in Discord with Keely, Doc. Hey, Siri, play some music. Okay, here's the other thing. I wonder if you guys noticed that. The first time all of them woke up, I got iPhone 12, iPhone 13, Studio, not Studio, the baseball, HomePod Mini, and this one. They all woke up. Then it realized I was talking to Black Girl Siri. So all the rest of them stop right away. Again, those are the minor stuffs that is included in the price you pay when you pay the premium, but people don't think about that. You know, they just want to bitch and complain. So there you go. I just want to say that is a user experience thing, like Dixon put in earlier about the value play. Oh, I'm sorry, O'Brien put in about the value play. There you go. You see what I'm saying? That is a situation where the customer experience has been more polished, as opposed to, I don't know if you've ever had this happen to you before, but if in my house, if I talk to that rhymes with Malexa, she starts talking from every single room, and they start talking to each other. So, actually, Mizomi, they do have Japanese series. One of the videos when Siri first came out, one of the videos I made on the channel, it's really old. You're gonna have to hunt for it, but it was like asking Siri's questions in Japanese, because I think it was the second version of Siri that got Japanese. So yeah, it was cool. Man, I should use Irish Lady Siri because it's kind of cool. Sorry, Matt. Sorry. Yo, I'm waiting for it. Hey, here's the danger of setting up Black Girl Siri. Hey, Siri, what's the weather? You're in Hawaii, fool. The weather's the same. Or why don't you take your butt outside? Yo, that's what I'm expecting. So there's that. Okay, so now we got this one all set up and ready to go. Yes, I share my recordings again. I ain't no biznatch. I think it's important for Siri to get better. You have to share your stuff. And again, they're going to steal all your data. Man, Apple has proven time and time again they're not about that life. So I wish people would stop it with that. Okay, finger. Remember to slightly adjust it, but don't go too crazy, just so that you get a better pickup. And then what I normally do is approve this, and then I go in and add other fingers later. Now I'm doing the edge of my fingers, right, from the top. It's important that you cover all the edges of your finger, because a lot of times you're going to press the button like this from the top down, right? Chrome spinning. All right, there we go. Top, down, chrome spinning. Sorry, musical Tourette's is kicking. There it is, folks. It's beauty. It's just beauty. Yes, there's the notch. Oh my God, why did they make the notch? La la la. Who cares, bro? Ain't nobody looking at that part of the screen. I'm just saying. The stuff that people whine about crack me up. I would rather have a nice, clean section. And they're smart enough to mess with the menu bar now that stuff doesn't go under the notch. But you can see the cursor goes all the way up there. So I don't know. I think the notches, again, stuff people that bitch about for no reason. So while I'm putting in my Apple ID, one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the first thing that screws up most of these reviews is people start talking about their expectations. And it's like, Apple didn't say they were going to do anything. They're normally quiet about stuff until they announce it. And then when they announce it, they just announce it, right? And people say, oh, I'm disappointed because I was expecting a 16-inch screen and they only gave a 13-inch screen. And it's like, yeah, I expected the Raiders to win the Super Bowl for the last 16 years, but they haven't. Like, your expectations are not the business, right? It's just not. And why did you start getting expectations? Back in the day, we used to just get the new computer when it came out, and then we would use it, and then we would love it, and whatever. But because everybody's trying to win the clickbait argument, everybody wants to talk about what Apple's going to do so that they can be first, so they can be like, breaking news, I told the story. Well, in the process of you doing that, you set expectations, but that's not in the company's best interest. So stop saying that they screwed up because they didn't meet your expectations because you made up some random thing. It's just silly. I really, really hate that. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about in this particular case, on this machine very specifically, everyone was talking about the temperatures. Oh, it gets really, really hot. Really, really hot in comparison to what? You being a human, right? Like, it's a machine. Machines have heat tolerance. How hot does your oven get? You know what I mean? Hold on. You know, my bad typing. Right? So in average, a general person can touch up to about 140 degrees before it becomes painful, right? Come on, Canadians. 60 degrees Celsius. So around 60 degrees Celsius, 140 Fahrenheit, the average person, it'll be too hot for them to touch. But I believe your first degree burn comes in at like 190, right? So yeah, even that gap. And again, if you're a person who cooks a lot, your numbers are higher, right? I can grab things out of the frying pan, just grab it. I turn my steaks with my finger. I press the steak to see how done. And I know that other folks in my house ain't doing that mess, but I do it. You know what I'm saying? I have been, just because I cook a lot, I make coffee a lot, I'm always touching hot stuff. Baristas guarantee you got hotter hands than you. So going around telling people that this is too hot, or just watching people in the group going, oh man, I was using the machine and my machine gets hot. Hot to what? You're a person. The machine has built-in tolerances. For probably 20 plus years, machines have a thermal thing inside. Even your hard drive has a thermal chip on it that when it gets too hot for itself, it will give you a warning and then it will shut down. Before, they used to just shut down. Now they give you a warning and they shut down. So saying it's too hot and talking about the temps that they did, and again, they're using these dumb benchmark tests, which has nothing to do with reality. You want to see hot? Man, render a couple streams of 4K with color correction and whatever. Man, machine will start burning. But most cases, your Apple will get hot and it will do its thing, and then it'll be over there smoking blunts like Snoop Dogg, and it doesn't care. Why? It's designed that way. The other thing that no one talks about, for probably since the PowerBook 12, let's take this way back bus, Apple's been using an aluminum chassis. So which one shows off the temperature to your body more, the aluminum chassis or the plastic chassis? Aluminum. So it's hot. Who cares? If it don't shut down, it's not a problem. Don't be out here busting hot takes and scaring people because, yeah, that's just stupid. It's just stupid, right? And then like Paul said, if you really want to see hot, go to like my old Core i9, that 10-core i9. Yo, that bad boy would get up there. That sucker would get up to like 190 degrees. But I'm just saying, like, people, cool it with that. Just cool it with that. It's not a thing, right? It's just not a thing, right? Dina says splatters on the forearms. Yes, 100% right. So I just want people to stop looking at these hot takes about the temps and going, oh, it's getting too hot, so that means it's bad. No, it's designed with these tolerances in place. So what the temperature is kind of sort of none of your business. Now, granted, it does get hot enough to warm up the webs. Then you got to put something between your webs in that if you're still trying to have kids, right? You can't go heating up the wedding vegetables if you're trying to have some children's. I get it. Now, this also might pose a problem for people that are wearing short shorts. Like, I don't know if you're out here in your rugby shorts or your BR shorts, or if you wear skirts, right? Yeah, I get it. That might be a little bit hot on the legs. Man, simple thing solve that. In case, a little plastic shell, that kind of normally covers it. So don't let the hot takes get after you about the temps. Again, it's none of your business. Like, it doesn't affect your performance. Well, in this case, it will affect your performance because it's an Air, but it's designed that way. It's designed that way, so don't let that get to you. Holy crap. Looking in the chat. Family, can we just say, round of applause for Mr. Ren A. Ritchie. Man, I am so stoked for you, brother. I am so stoked for you. For you guys who don't know, I talked about this on Saturday. Renee is now the creator liaison for YouTube. And I just think it's great, number one, because they finally get a chance to have someone working in our favor to help out us creators. And we were all talking about it. And this is funny. Before I even knew Renee was in the running, one of the things I said was, it's funny to me how a lot of creators are bitching at YouTube about the comment spam. And it's a thing. It is a mess. And people are bitching to each other. I was like, I wonder how many of these guys are actually emailing YouTube, reaching out to their creators section, team YouTube. And if you follow them on on Twitter and saying, hey guys, man, this is getting out of control. This is my concerns. This is what I would like. No, I think what most people do, because I watch it happen all the time in the Apple space, in the Ecamm space, in the Sony space, people bitch to each other, but no one's actually mailing the company to let them know what's going on. Well, obviously, I love the fact that now Renee has proven that they are willing to help us if we let them know what's wrong. So now they made a position that allows us to know what's wrong. Just like I say with Apple. If you have a problem with Apple, I'll call somebody out because I really get irritated because this person does it more than most. Max, then email Apple and tell them. Don't just like fire up your base of little kids because it's silly. That's just not helpful to the community. If it's a real problem, like when they were doing the picture thing we kind of went through a couple months back. I'm not talking to you, girl. Yeah, you send a feedback, right? You send a radar and you say what you think or what you feel, or feedback at apple.com, or just, at them on something. And you know what 9 times out of 10 they do? They'll fix it. If enough people have something to say, they'll fix it. So congratulations, Renee, and thank you for being willing to put yourself out there for us and help us in your creator liaison position. And there's just something cool about having a friend at YouTube. I can't call him and be like, hey, Renee, my stream key's not working. He'd be like, so? Please don't bug him, okay? Right? That's not his job. His job is better than that. So, but congratulations. I am super stoked for him. And it's just kind of cool to say that I have a friend that works at YouTube and he's Canadian. So there's that. Okay. No, Matt, you cannot do this to me, Matt. If you start saying that, I'll be like hitting my musical Tourette's in a minute. What you know about rugby shorts, Aubrey? Them joints is up in there. It's Keisha. What's up? Yes. Man, super excited. But now, see, here's what we screwed up. All this time we've been like, okay, Renee, you got to come on my show. Now he work at YouTube. I can't ask him to come on my measly show because now he don't want to be my friend no more. So, dang. And now when I'm filling in on MacBreak Weekly, I'm not filling in for Renee. Well, no, I guess I got to fill in for Jason or Andy, which means I got to grow the chops back. So, boom. No, it's just you. I am using a new camera today. Here it is. You ready? Dun, 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 dun. This is the Insta360 overhead camera because Insta360 just plugs directly to the top. So, yes, if you need a support question, please email Team YouTube for all your support. Do not bother Renee unless you're asking him about bologna sandwiches in Montreal. Inside joke. Okay, the other thing I wanted to talk about real quick, there's a lot of hot takes out there talking about the SSD and a lot of hot takes that are out there talking about the price difference and how, of course, every single product, fam, this is like clockwork. I can tell you the hot take reviewers clockwork. Boom, Apple rumor. Apple's going to make this. Apple's going to make that. Blah, blah, blah. Boom. Announcements coming up. Here's what I guess is going to be the announcement. Boom. Tomorrow, the announcement's coming up. Here's what I really guess. And now we got some updated rumors, and this was going to be. Then, boom. Announcement comes out. Boom. That was disappointing. They did this, and this, which is cool. What's really disappointing is they didn't do this, and this. Boom. Launch day. Oh, I bought this model, that model, 3 models. We're going to buy it all. We're going to test it all out for you. Boom. Initial benchmarks say, of course, BS benchmarks, Cinebench. How many of you guys run Cinema 4D? I do. Maybe Paul does. I haven't played with it in like a year and a half, though, but back in the day I did. But other than that, Cinebench is good for that. Or, boom, hot take. This thing doesn't game very well. Guess what? We know point blank, Apple doesn't game very well. Get off of it. Let it go. You know what else you're not going to do? You're not going to go drive a Porsche off-road where you need like a 3-inch clearance. So what? You know what I'm saying? I don't use my frying pan to boil water. I use a pot. I'm just saying. Or I actually use a kettle because I'm a civilized human being. So then, right after that, product in hand. Oh, this is cool. This is great. Blah, blah, blah. I really like it. Boom. Next thing. 5 things Apple did wrong. Then, boom. Next video. This is a real world test. Turns out that it's better than I even thought. Boom. You know what? I didn't really like it. I returned it. I can name you 5 channels right now. every product in the last 2 years, that is their exact video flow. It never deviates. Never, ever. This exact workflow, right? Apple's out to get you. They're screwing you. I can't believe they built it this way. I just looked at the takedown from iFixit and they're trying to make it blah, blah, blah. You know why all the companies are going to non-consumer replaceable parts? Because this stuff is more advanced than ever before. If we want to keep to those old consumer replaceable parts, we're going to lose some advancements. Do I wish SSDs were still replaceable? Yeah. But if they did that, would that cause a performance hit? Would we have to go to slower SSDs to make them replaceable? Maybe. So if that's the case, screw the replaceable SSD. Just buy the right thing in the first place. Like, I don't know. I have whole different takes on this stuff, and it's kind of irritating to listen to people like say that kind of crazy stuff. It just literally drives me crazy. Oh, we got a super chat from Elaine, which means, okay, whenever you get the super chat from Elaine, boom. Now I got to walk my Seattle hat. Thank you, Elaine. I love it. I love it. There you go. So, the thing about the SSDs, everyone is saying, well, if you get the base model with the single SSD, they're cheating you because you're getting slower SSD speeds. First of all, the base model SSD clocks in at like 1400, right? If you go buy an SSD off the shelf from the store, a Samsung T2 or the SanDisk, the little bitty guy, those things clock like 480 to 560, right? The higher end ones like the Western Digital Black or the Sabrin or the OWC, those things clock like 1,000 to 1,100. And then if you buy a high-end Thunderbolt oriented one, they clock into the 27s. So it's almost as high as a Thunderbolt external SSD. So yeah, if you're buying the base model with the lowest end drive, you're probably not the person that needs that type of speeds. The other thing that no one ever talks about, the enterprise level, right? I am a service writer for BMW. My job is to take this computer, walk out to your car, double check everything, look at your warranty, whatever it is. I am connected to a massive server in the back. Everything is in the cloud. I need to buy 42,000 of these for my company. Will it make a difference for them to buy basically what is their cloud computer with a 256 drive, enough to run their programs and security protocols and backups and things like that? Yes. That model isn't always directed towards a consumer. It's definitely not not directed towards anybody who's watching reviews on YouTube on whether they should get it. And it's definitely not directed towards creators. So don't come in as a YouTube creator and go, Apple is hitting you with a John's Home greaseless because they gave you a small SSD. That's not for you, family. And then they go, well, it sucks that they charge us $200 more. Sorry, even as a small creator, if over the course of let's say 5-year lifespan of a computer, because that's Apple's number, they normally go like 8 to 10, but on a 5-year lifespan of a computer, if you can't recoup those last $200, you need some coaching. Stop buying hardware and then hit your boy up for a session so I can show you how to make money so you can just sling the extra 200 and know you're good. Like, that's just crazy talk. It is absolute crazy talk. And they completely forget about the fact that there are educational situations, there are enterprise situations where they don't need to spend that extra. And a MacBook Air for a road warrior salesman, man, they don't even use that 256. Now, okay, let's give you a prime example. I have friends and family that run businesses that generate multi-million dollars in sales. And when I go to their computer, I'm like, you got like 60 gigs of total data on your whole computer? Yeah. Why is that wrong with that? Nah, man, I got a 1 terabyte phone and that sucker's almost full. Or actually, this is 512. I got a 1 terabyte iPad and that sucker's almost full. Like, how the heck do you do anything? Because they do everything in Word and Excel and they don't even do PowerPoint. Like they don't even do graphics, but they're moving massive amounts. So it'd be like, oh, well, this is not a pro user machine. Pro what? Pro wrestler? Right? You can't tell a real estate agent out there, selling a couple $100 million a year in real estate that could do everything on a base level M whatever MacBook Air. The shit, they can go all the way back to the 2011 MacBook Air and run that business. So again, stop it with the BS hot takes, people. That's just whack. That's just whack. I just want to say. Matt says a Mac is an investment, not an expense. You can always tell how much money is. Oh, I can't tell you how much money I made off a $2,500 2013 15-inch Mac, but over the Pro over the 8 years I owned it, but it's well over $500,000. That's what I'm talking about, Lil Wayne. A milli. Yeah, that's why I crack up when they go, oh, this is not a pro computer. Pro wannabe thinking that you got to buy all kinds of gear to be a pro or an actual pro. And reality is, when it comes to, I use the definition of pro. Are you getting paid to do what you do? Yes, now you're a pro. Really, that's it. It's just an attitude. It's an attitude. A lot of these labels are misconfounded. I know amateurs that are way better than pros in many things. They just don't have the confidence to charge or compete at the level where they could call themselves pro. So it's kind of a self-inflicted label, and half the time it's not even a thing. I know people that are still, one of my friends was still editing on like a 2015 notebook and editing big pictures. Why don't he change it? Oh, because it all works and I'm afraid to move because something might break. It's funny, but Matt will tell you, in our editor space, a lot of folks like that will not touch anything in the edit bay, like still cranking on a trash can. Actually, Matt still has a trash can. Still cranking on a trash can because the trash can works and I got projects and those projects are paying me thousands of dollars. So I'm not going to supplant my trash can for this new thing that's coming up so that I can make hot take videos on the YouTube. So again, the whole pro thing, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, right? There's people in the eCam community right now that stream in 720 and clock millions of dollars in sales. And me personally, I would laugh at them, but then they laugh at me because they're like, big bank take little bank. And I'm like, sorry. So, that just needs to go away. That whole thing needs to die in a fire somewhere. Okay. I mentioned this briefly, but I wanted to touch on it. I wanted to touch on the old benchmark situation. Oh, this is going to crack you up, Keely. I just woke it up, and look at what they decided was my avatar this time. How did I get ice hockey? Was because I was talking to Renee and you. And then you're a field hockey, so that don't even make no sense. This is why people think the internet be listening to you, because of random stuff like that. I'm having a conversation online with my two Canadian friends, and I get a hockey thing. It should have been football, round, not even long, round. Anyway, so yeah, that the other thing that people like to do is, again, use these benchmarks that no one really uses, right? Like, if I ask my, family members, like, what is their GPU speed? They'll be like, what's the GPU? They'll be like, oh, I got this new iPhone, it's really fast. I got this new iPad, it's ridiculously fast. I got this new Mac, and it's ridiculously fast. Real world benchmark, and they will say real world benchmark test, and they'll bust up Geekbench. That's not a real world test. A real world test will be me trying to stream with eCam on this thing and see how I break it, right? Thank you. I love this. DJ Keeps just said, it's not the tool that makes professional. It's the other way around. Correct. You put in that work is the way it is. It is literally what it is. And, oh, you're still live streaming from your trash can. And see, there you go. Matt took the trash can, which was the Edit Bay beast, and switched it. Now he's streaming from the trash can and using the Mac Studio as the Edit Bay. And the Mac Studio is ridiculous. And again, when that came out, a lot of people were hot taking. And this was funny to me. The fully loaded Mac Studio is $8,000. I can't believe Apple is ripping us off. They're charging us $8,000, blah, blah, blah. When I first got into nonlinear editing, A Sonic Solutions system with Avid on a Silicon Graphics SGI was 80 G's. 80. Not even that long ago, right? When we got our first Intel Macs was when the price dropped drastically. So again, under normal standard practices for a quote unquote pro editor, to cover the cost of an entire $7,000 fully loaded Mac Studio, or let's say $8,000 Mac Studio, it should take you like 3-4 months tops. But the people who never buy a Mac Studio or don't work at that level, who the machine is not designed for, will come out here and do hot takes about how expensive it is. And then the next thing, do a hot take on the MacBook Air, how expensive it is. So what lane are you playing in? Are you playing in the $8,000 studio machine? Or are you playing in the $900 M1 MacBook Air space, right? If you're doing the take for your community, it's not supposed to be both because they're completely different targets. So again, I'm just saying, I would love to sit down and go toe-to-toe with any of these clowns so I can place them. It's just super, super irritating. It's super irritating. You know, when we used to do audio edits on like SGIs or, man, just the Wavefront software when I was on SGI was like 150 G's. Like you leased the software. But title work is which we used it for. It's like anywhere from $500 to $1,500 a finished second. So when you watch a KFC commercial and there's a little 3-second twirly with the KFC, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you're looking at like $3 to $4 grand to make something like that. So yeah, no biggie. You were just cranking those things out. So again, just be careful of that. And then the last thing I wanted to bring up, and this goes all the way back to a David Hunt and Paul Dixon conversation at the top of this hour. Or maybe Kevin Cox brought it up too a little bit. I already have this Mini. Yes. I already have this Studio. Yes. The Mini is my dedicated streaming machine. That's all it does, right? Even when I go on the road, that's still coming with me as a streaming machine. And this is going to be to do work and to admin. Where I'm looking at my business right now, which probably hurting heavily, is some of the admin side of things. So what happens is when this sitting on the desk and that sitting on the desk, when I'm out, I'm at the house, I'm in the airport, I'm at the coffee shop, I'm stuck in customs somewhere, it was time to go back to having a notebook so they can get the admin level work done on the road. So how did I configure this bad boy? Took the base model, and you do not need to do this, but this is just me because I'm weird. I went from the left to the right. I always go to the right. That's just where I play. There's a $200 gap right there. I went 16 gigs of RAM, and then I went to the 1 terabyte SSD because I'm not going to edit videos on this. Well, I'll do my reels and I'll do 3 to 4 minute videos, but I'm not going to edit my client work on this because this is not for that. That's what the Mac Studio is for. And then I started looking at this and I said, Renee told us point blank, if you're going to go to 24, just get a MacBook Pro. If you feel like you need 24 gigs of RAM, just get a MacBook Pro and don't put 24 gigs in your M2. And I went, yeah, Renee is right. And I pressed 24 anyway. Why? Why, Doc? Why did you ignore what Renee told you? Hold on. Let me just make sure I'm telling you what I tell you. Yes. So 8-core CPU, 10-core GPU, 24 gigs of RAM, and 1 terabyte. So why did I increase the RAM? And this is pure gamble. When the M2 MacBook Pro comes out, that is the machine that I actually need. But I wasn't going to sit for 6 months, 8 months, a year until that comes out. Because I know that I could generate every dime of this in 90 days. I also know that when that M2 MacBook Air comes out, that's what I really want. So I'm going to buy that. I will be able to sell this for probably $300-$400 less than I paid for it because I put that 24 in. So I took a gamble and spent the extra $200 on getting the 24 because it makes the resale value higher. Even if I decide to keep this for a year or two, when I go to sell it in 2 years, that resale value will be probably the same. I could still sell it for like $500-$600 less than I bought it for, because that's about how it works with Apple products. Again, if you buy your computers right, you can sell them easily. And it'll sell in 5, 10, 15 minutes, like without even thinking about it. And so I built it so that I could sell it later. I don't really need all of that power. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're going to go to 24 and you're not a machine seller, then by all means stick to the 16 or buy a MacBook Pro. And Renee was right about that, because the performance difference is going to be there. But I just know when I go to write the spec, when I go to sell this, it will make more sense. And I am willing to take, over the course of 6 to 8 months of use, I am willing to take a, say, $400 or $500 loss, because I know how much that will actually make in actual money in that same time frame. Like, I try to tell myself, for any piece of equipment, don't buy it unless you can absolutely cover all the costs within 90 days. I mean, it barely gives a chance for 2 credit card cycles. So that's another thing just to think about. Rich and Keely, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. Oh yeah, the Indy is at $16,000. Indy is nowhere near as powerful as this baby is right now. That's kind of funny when you think about it. So that is some of it from the the pure business perspective of it. And again, something that the pro people should think about, honestly, is you should really think about leasing. Right? If you're going to go and build a Mac Studio Ultra or whatever the Mac Pro comes out to be, let's just say the Mac Pro is going to come out to 10 grand. If you lease that sucker, bro, you're looking at like $250, $300 a month. And if you need a machine that powerful and you can't generate like $4 or $5 grand a month out of it, then you probably shouldn't buy it. So there's that. So yeah, it's not intended to be a gas syndrome type of stream, but it's to just give you some ideas as the things that you can do right now to help you get to where you're going, recoup your costs, get all of the things done, and be highly functional. So what I'm gonna do at this point is I'm going to install Ecamm real quick, and let's see what it do. Oh, you know what? I can't do it yet. I wanted to try the new camera situation, but I got to put Ventura on here first. Ecamm.com. And I'm messing my own self up, because normally the first things I install is 1Password, and then the second thing I install is SetApp, and then the third thing I install is Ecamm. That's just my life, always. So let me do 1Password real quick. But yeah, I mean, so far it's super light. I know for a fact, for what I'm going to do with it, it'll work. And what's going to be real crazy is when I try to do some edits on here. So I have a couple of reels and stuff, and I'm going to try like, 3 or 4 lanes of 4K. The best review I saw out there from somebody who had it for a week and has played with it is Patrick Rambles. And he was just the same thing I said. He was like, relax. All these guys that are throwing you hot shit are straight lying to you because they can. Because people love to get fake riled up about Ecamm. So there's that. Checking in the chat. Anybody got chess? There you go. What did he say about RCP? Normally, no, but while I'm typing, yeah, go ahead and do it while I'm typing, because I can't type very fast. So this would be your one chance to sneak in. this. Don't forget, while I'm doing this real quick, don't forget on Saturday, people, we are going to have a really cool new type of stream. We're going to try something crazy. We are going to do a live thumbnail edit. Okay, so what I mean by that, up until now, when you do YouTube, you basically get me showing you, I'll just say me, but it could be anybody. It's me showing you how to basically look at a thumbnail and go to town from there. What I'm going to do is you're going to come into the Discord, and while I'm here with Canva open and doing all the things, you're going to be in the Discord with your Canva open and doing all the things, and we're going to work together on blessing up your creation. So if you checked out Saturday's stream, we did something cool. We had everybody in the Drop Squad region of the Discord hanging out, and so we could do a real question and answer. So Keely and Michelle and Rich, these guys had very specific very specific questions, and we were able to cover them. So I thought that was really cool. And thanks to Keely for sort of introducing me to the format, because I think it's an amazing format, especially for people that teach software and things like that. That it's an amazing way to, you're in the Discord, you're going to want to bring your camera. If you don't want to show your face, that's okay. You only have to show your camera screen, have your mic on, and you're going to be able to, okay, so you're building your thumbnail live, I'm building my thumbnail live. I can give you pointers and explain why you might do something this way or differently, and I can show you some of my more advanced techniques. And if this works out, then this is cool. So now I'm going to have to teach it to Matt, and so we can do live Final Cut. We can do live Final Cut sessions where we can sit down and edit with people. Not watch me edit, but edit with me, for real, with me. And then, sorry, Kios. Sorry. Kids like, why am I here squirreling people? Discord whisperer. I think you need a new hashtag, Kios. Do I want to allow Find My Mac? Why, yes, I do. Do I want to turn on private relay? Why, yes, I do. And then, do I want to unlock this with my Apple Watch? Abso-freaking-lutely, because I'm sick of typing the password already. It says new accounts added. See, this is so cool. All right, so that was pretty quick. That was super quick and fairly painless. Okay, don't need that. You guys all set your machine up to unlock with the Apple Watch? It is seriously like the coolest business out there. It saves so much time. Oh yeah, now we got if you got the fingerprint thing, which again I haven't been on the laptop for a minute. I always forget about it. I do have it on my purple M1 iMac, but yeah, the fingerprint thing is life. Oh, that was another hot take that kept coming. Everyone's like, when are they going to get Face ID for the computer? When are they going to get Face ID for the computer? I think it's already possible. I think there's been some executive decisions made as to how good is that for actual security, right? Because like you might be on the phone and you're sitting here, and you're talking, your screen is looking at your face. Somebody could come over and like just shake the mouse or whatever, and the screen would open, and any sensitive data right there would just be shown to them. I think having Face ID on the computer requires a whole different thought process, like a buffer screen before you get to what you get to. And if they do that, it's going to be irritating. Because you know yourself, you've been in a place where someone walks to your desk and they start talking and you hit the sleep button real quick because they don't need to see what you're working on. So outside of thinking of you sending Gmail, think of, legal stuff or financial stuff or medical stuff or things where other privacy concerns are there. Everybody that wants that Face ID for the computer will be super pissed when your gynecologist office gets breached and everybody know all your info. Or manocologist, whatever, the ball squeezer, prostate guy. Like, urologist. I know, Keely's giving me smirks. I figured it out. It took me a minute to remember the name. It's urologist. That's what I was trying to say. Ball squeezer. Oh, God. Paul needs oxygen right now. You guys can't see. Paul is laughing his ass off right now. Oh, this is great. Sorry, Paul. Sorry. Get a defibrillator. Don't die on me, bro. I just broke my moderators. Oh, God. Luis, you're going to have to help Paul. Look, Keely is swearing at the keyboard. I don't know what she's doing, but is it so what I see what she's doing. Oh, that's why she's yelling at the screen. Okay. We are going to do this first session for Drop Squad members because I owe it to them to always give them first crack. And then as we get further along and we figure out what works and what doesn't work, we'll have ones that are only members only and ones that are open to the public. So there's that. Yeah, dude, the Apple Watch unlock is gangsta. Yes, Drop Squad means gold and bronze. Yes. Bruh. See, Rich, this is true. Like, I've definitely seen people trying to, I've seen videos of people trying to unlock other people with their face, but also my friend, his girlfriend used to go to him when he was sleeping and do this right here to unlock his phone. And I was like, bruh, you just need a new girlfriend. He would complain to me about it. He's like, what can I do about it? And I'm like, get rid of her. The simple one. All the classes are in Discord. Yes. Okay, so we got this set up. The Apple IDs is in the builds. One thing that's really cool is when you do your 1Password, which is fantastic, is it's easy to unlock 1Password on another machine if you have one already installed. If you haven't already one installed, it's a little bit harder, but if you have one already installed, you can go to any other machine and you can set yourself up, which is kind of cool. I really love that. It's under like set up other device. And then when you go in, you get a QR code. I can't show you. Hello. That would be stupid. Anyway, so you get a QR code and then you can do that. Or you can say, send the link. So I think this is one of the coolest things that they ever did. Ooh, I wonder... Ooh, hold on. Yo, it might just work. Hold on, let me see. Go to my display real quick. And yeah, Universal, sees the new computer already. Shut the front door. See, again, Apple's trying to rob you. Man, spend the extra money and then get this universal control life going on because that, my friends, is worth its weight in gold. Just that alone. You know what I'm saying? Now we cooking with Pam out here in these streets. Again, y'all be out here complaining about stuff, but ain't nothing to complain about. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh. I'm over here pressing the wrong stuff on the wrong keyboard. I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. All right, let's do that. And then come back over here. Yeah, that's cool. Anybody who doesn't have their stuff updated to where you can use universal control yet, fam, you do not know what you're missing. It is seriously the greatest thing since sliced bread. I have never been so much more stoked about using my computer until like universal control came out. It is legit gold. I thought AirDrop was the absolute business at first, and then we got universal control. And universal control is the business. You heard that there? All right, let me check and make sure you guys got questions. Trying to sign up for Discord, but capture won't. You know, is there kills? Is there a way? Is there a way to do something different for the capture? I got it there. That one does mess me up. Here's Mazomi photography. Here's something you should know. In the capture, there's only ever 3 correct answers. So a lot of times the captures are messed up and they show you things that looks, or you kind of like in that guess. But there's only ever 3 answers. So you can try that. Yeah, Glenda's starting to figure that out. Like universal control. You no, it's right now it's computer and iPad. I don't know if the phone catches yet. I could be wrong. Flash. This is cool. All right, so this bad boy, so far so good. You guess you're a robot. Yeah, I think there is a way on capture, and I haven't done the Discord one in a minute. I think there's a way on capture to say do audio based instead, because they have to have capture available for people that can't see. I have definitely, I cannot anymore. I used to be good at it, but I really suck at the ones with the jumbled letters now. I think it is somewhat age based, I guess. I used to be super fine for it, and all of a sudden it just stopped working for me. So I know I have a problem with those. What I end up doing is using the command option 8 and zooming that sucker all the way in so I can see it. And then I can normally figure them out. All right, here we go. Here we go, loop-de-loo. Gangsta. It is set up. What? Oh, that's why. I see, says the blind man. That is why. He is dumb. So let me do this again. Okay. I'm trying to scan this code with my computer. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. All right. So I have more than one vault, and this is completely messing me up at the time, which is hilarious. Let me do it let me just do it the hard way. It's thinking, it's thinking. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, it got it. There. That was challenge because I did something dumb. It's funny, right? Like I do this all the time, and even when you know what you're doing, you can still do dumb stuff. So just so you know, don't get your panties in a twist when you do something dumb. We all do something dumb. And Paul and Luis love to remind me that I do dumb stuff all the time. Just saying. Downloads. One password for Safari. Oh yeah, the Command Option 8 thing is the best, man. Paul. Mike, that's probably true, right? That's super funny. Having a conflict. That's funny. That's funny, Elaine. You guys be hating on my new Discord favoriteness. I'm telling you, you got to get over it, man. Discord is life. Just imagine trying to do what we're going to do on Saturday on Zoom. What a headache it would be. But nah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. All right, so let's see. I don't need to do that. I can close that. And then download the old cams of E. Oh, hey, Paul. Did we get the new what you call it from G yet in Slack? He normally drops them when I'm live. That's why. Okay, it's not ready yet. He always does that whenever I'm live. It drives me batty. So I was just wondering. All right, we're here. We're gonna do something super crazy. Once this is done, I have it. This is a good question because I've never done it before. Have you guys ever run 2 simultaneous live streams on the same channel? Cause we about to find out as soon as this finished downloading. Boom, this is cool. All right, right there. Almost done downloading. Oh, but I wonder what that's going to do internet-wise for messing up this one. Plus, this is not hardwired, so it's going to be interesting. But I'm just going to start a stream with the built-in camera and crank it up just to see like what the MacBook Air does if it gets mad. Activity monitor. Okay, we'll leave that open so we can watch it catch fire. And then I'm going to go to monitor, CPU usage. Yep. And then put this over here like such. And then I just realized something, which is really stupid. I downloaded the whole thing to download the eCam, and I already have eCam running on these 2 machines. Its application is self-contained. I could just airdropped it across and it would have been like 10 times faster. I don't know why. I never think about these things. Oh man, Kills is doing 2 sessions a week in the eCam server, and you should just jump in there because yeah, it's pretty good sessions. And even though I know what I'm doing, I still learn stuff. And if Albert can learn it, you're square. I said it out loud. Yes, I did. I don't care. Fight me. Paul's making that face again. Drop it in. All right. eCam is launched on the new baby. Boom. Launching for the first time. Would you like to download this from the internet? Yes. Go ahead and install Rosetta real quick. Yes, you got to. It's really weird. It's hard to explain. We are 100% native as far as the functionality of the app, but there's one module that needs Rosetta, so that's why we do that. eCam Live wants to send you notifications. Yes, allow that. And Then his switch is on the next block. It's coming up. Boom. Ecamm Live would like access to camera. Yes. Hey, camera. Look, it works. Dude, the new camera on this baby is sick. Wow. 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 Wait, I can't do Owen Wilson. Wow. Kitty's laughing at me. Yo, the new camera on this bad boy is too legit to quit. That is, oh, I know what you can't do. You can't open another instance of Ecamm while one is running and log in. I'm pretty sure if I log in, it's going to break the stream. Okay, gang, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to try this because you can have two copies running, but when it calls the server, the first time you log in, only one can be, wait, let me make this sense. You can have it running on all your machines, but when you first turn it on, it needs to call the server to get your account. When it goes to get your account, it might break something. So if this breaks, don't worry. We'll play more on Saturday. And don't forget, Saturday we're doing thumbnails. And yeah, so anyway, let me just try this. Let's just see. I'm curious if I can break it. This ought to be super interesting. Dun, dun, dun. Pew. Dun, dun. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? You know, Bono's this what? Okay, let's see. This ought to be interesting as all hockey sticks. Log in, don't break nothing, don't break nothing, don't break nothing, don't break nothing. So far, so good. Whew. Looks like we made it. Okay, good. Thank you, Paul. All right, so that worked. Now, you know what we should do? I'm going to just go into the Facebook group instead of to another Ecamm. I mean, to another YouTube. That's probably safer. Hey, Maestros, but damn, every time Paul is on camera, we get nothing but cat ass. All right, face. I wish I could show you this stuff, but if I show it to you, then you guys will be like knowing all of my passwords. So that's why I'm not showing you, just so you don't think I'm hiding anything good from you. I just don't want you to know my passwords to the yellow and black hub site. Okay, Poppy Socks. Okay, cool. Facebook is logged in. Browser is saved. Okay, so here we are. That's it. You can see right now, it's only cranked up a couple of them cores. The rest of them cores are sleeping. So far, so good. I want to say allow. And then I'm going to get my Facebook login is available. It says Facebook ready to start. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go to Let's Get Live VIP. And we're going to go unscheduled. And we're going to crank this baby up. Go to stream. I'm going to hit 1440, 30 frames per second. And I'm going to just go. All right, here we go. We are going live. We are going live with the M2 MacBook Air. There it is. It's live. So if somebody goes over to the Facebook, you will see me up in there. Click here at any time to view your post on Facebook. So, hey, move this out of the way so that it can focus on the focus on. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to go open up Facebook over here. FaceSpace. Book.com. All right, boom. Somebody on Facebook just joined in, and they're probably like, what is he doing? We are doing this live on the MacBook Air to be so secure. Does it have center stage for the camera? No, not yet. That'll be in Venturi. Look, man, this is good. He is live on the M2 MacBook Air. Up in here. All right. So far, dude, doing a standard stream without nothing is only taxing a little bit of the CPU, right? If I show you guys right now, that's streaming at height in 2K basically, and it's still only taxing that little bit of the CPU. Like the rest of the cores ain't even doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So again, a lot of people out here talking wolf. Don't use that word, Doc. Sorry. I'm gonna behave myself and not say those bad words I was fixing to say. I was fixing to say a lot of people be out here talking wolf vagina. But let's do this. I'm gonna go get a video file that I know is 4K. I'm gonna drop it on here as an overlay. Oh, look. My other machine shows up here. Hold on. It doesn't like M4Vs as a video. So I'm just going to change this to MOV like that because you can. And then try drop it into the. Oh, hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. Go to do croc. Go to download it. It's thinking. You walking? Yes, indeed, I'm talking. Facebook is ahead of YouTube. Oh, because the reason why my YouTube is far behind, guys, is because I'm streaming to YouTube in 4K. So, but so far so good. Okay, there's my downloads. Then let me pick this movie, subsequent movie film. I want to do it as an animated overlay. And then I'm going to just leave this up here because now we're asking it to do something that's semi-difficult. And I'm going to put loop. Okay, now we're going to do one more thing. So far, with the video playing in that, it's still only using like half the chorus. India, you don't got to be cute or nothing, but call my interview thing. Oh no, this is going to break for sure. Never mind. If you call the interview, it won't know which one to ring. So let me turn this one off. Hold on. And then make sure this one is off. Okay, now somebody called my interview thing. We about to break every stuff. Ebby stuff. Oh, I know what I can do. Dang, Doc, you're a smart individual. So on this machine, I'm going to put on a screen share. Hopefully it doesn't get mad at me because screen share normally wants to restart. But I'm going to just say later and hope it works. And then go ahead and close that. All right, that worked. And then I'm going to say entire screen activity monitor. Okay, cool. I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to go in the output over here. Oh, here's something cool, guys. Here's something cool. Ecamm got a lot of menus. It wraps around the notch. So it doesn't go under. It automatically separates the other half of the menu to the other side. I'm going to put on my NDI out. It is there. India might not be able to call. Oh, she says coming. Okay, never mind. All right. Hey, move this out the way so I can focus. All right, so now what I should be able to do is hit camera. There's India. Hold on. Give me 1 second. IA. And I'm going to hit MacBook Air. All right. So here's the camera. Here's the MacBook Air showing you what we doing. And then I'm going to hit Keely, boom. And then India, boom. And then I'm going to say add right, add right. All right, cool. I'm going to lower the volume and it's just a smidgen. But look, even with guests, so now here's a MacBook Air with a 4K movie playing and 2 guests, and you can see what the CPU is doing. Yes. Yes, mother humper, yes. Don't nobody talk to me, Salamat. I go tell you one thing, boy. Psst, hui. This computer is the bum. It's like to, Mom, sir, are you trying to book your ticket? Yes, Mom, sir. Don't tell Rob and Stephanie. They're going to be mad at my Tagalog accent. Matukuru, mas. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mizomi Photo. Boom. Yes. Man, Glenda, if you go into Discord and you click on the event tab, it's all up in there, player. In there. Yo, this is cool, man. This is cool. I'm telling you, like, look, you're looking at the course, right? So all of the hot take a-holes on the internet, we have a saying in my country, beso mi culo. Bésame, bésame culo. Because you guys are lying to childrens out here. Look at this, man. This joint is, yo, this is in there like swimwear. I have 2 guests and, 2 guests and a 4K video playing on top. And it still ain't even mad yet. So when you run into a situation like this, what would you do if you was me? I don't know, Doc. Add another video. Break that. All right, cool. Let's add another video. Let's see. That video is naked. I'm joking, people. Keely's face was like, what? He's such a weirdo. Why is the guy such a weirdo? Ooh, let's put Kirk on here. Here's Kirk Nugget. Will this work? Oh, man. That's not working. Let's go add a subsequent movie film. So here's the emanation. And then let's go .mov. Okay. And go like that. And then here is the Summer Sale. Ooh. Oh, that's no, I want to use one of us. Here, let's use the Summer Sale movie. Adds it at an animated overlay. Dang, Luis, why you make it so big? There you go. Okay, so now we got 2 4K streams and 2 Puerto Ricans. It's supposed to be 2 Puerto Ricans, a Dominican, and a black. So we need Anna and Keely can classify as black today. That's an actual group, people. I just want you to know that's a real record. It's a real group. It's a real song. Look it up. Actually, I think it's 2 Puerto Ricans, a Dominican, a black, and a Jew. I think the real name of the group, if I remember correctly. It's been a minute. It was an 80s thing. But I'm just saying. So, gang, look at the chorus, though, right? I got guests, 2 4K streams, a screen share, boom. Still cooking with Pam. Still cooking with Pam. Come on, fam. Come on. Ecamm is out here in the streets, people, while the haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. Okay, let me send this to the what do you call those 2 boys? Yeah, the twins. That's the answer. The Ken and Glenn. Somebody's gonna say, "Oh, but look, Keely's picture is doing that thing." Yeah, that's because she lives in Canada and the moose is stepping on the internet cable. That has nothing to do with.
There ain't nothing wrong with my internet, friend. Let's not get
No,
into
it's and again and
internet.
okay, so let me fix that so Keely don't try to come at me with her bad knee and shit. what happens is there's a bunch of computers that have to access this stuff in between. One of those computers got irritated. So now it's just don't.
I bet it was in Texas. I bet it was next to Rich.
It's guaranteed next to Rich. Oh, snap. Man, I'm telling you, Rich and I are about to get arrested. I'm just saying. Okay, so let me screenshot this. All right, look. And here's the funny part. The other thing that I got to remember, I'm also streaming at 4K on another machine on the same network. Right? So let's think this all the way through. Let's think this all the way through, people. I'm going to go ahead and make me a hot take so I can put this on the internet. So starting in 3 seconds, 2, 1. All right, so currently you are looking at a live demo of my M1 Mac Mini 16 gig running a 4K stream to YouTube. What you see down here in the little bubble is the NDI ingest of a brand new MacBook Air 24 gigs, 2 terabyte, 810 model, so the right model, streaming to the Facebook group at 1440. So the question was, how will the MacBook Air handle? It's sitting at 1440, aka close to 2K. It's fake 2K. It's not really 2K, but let's just leave it at that. It's at 1440. And look at the cores right now, right? This stream has been going on for 12 minutes. And I have a 4K video right about cheer. I have another 4K video right about cheer. I have a me coming through the face, whatever cam. I have a India new model coming through here. And I have a Keeley. And right there in the middle is the activity monitor. So running 2 4K overlays, 2 guests on a MacBook Air. And look at the cores. It ain't even mad. It's not even furious yet. So there's that. I just want to say that. Just so folks can know. And that little buzziness from Keeley is probably coming from the fact I am also streaming live right now here and live here on the same network. Probably not a good look because I'm sending about 6K out at the moment. And it's still, I'm just saying, that's your MacBook Air take for the day. So I still don't suggest you use the MacBook Air for streaming, but real world test says, use at your own risk. All right, now I'm going to send this to the guys, and they're going to be like, don't you dare tell people that. Okay, so that was it. So I was at 14:40. That was about 2 minutes. All right, cool. Got it. Yo, this is bananas, folks. All right, so now you guys get to see a real world ass kicking test. Yeah. Who deleted Brady's message? What did he say? Did he say something bad? Or did he delete his message? Hawaii go live. Oh, it says retracted. That means he did it. Dummy. Brady's gonna kill me. Brady's gonna kill me. This is delicious, fam. This is delicious. This for all the people out there saying like, oh, it's gonna break. Nope, it ain't break. Ain't nothing break it. Paul said he retracted it. I didn't touch nothing. Hey, what's up, Jeej? Oh my goodness, Jeej is in the build. Yo, Jeej, guess who's coming to kick ruckus with us in Albany this time? I'll give it to you like this. She's cute and she's from Canada and she wear a red shirt. We about to be hitting them dirty martinis at the Standard, yo. It's on. India, you better tell your girlfriend, hey, I'm going to New York. I'm going to go see Keely and Gigi and them.
Yeah, no, I told her. I'm gonna be there.
Man, bring her. She's folks. Bring her up. Like, come on. I'm gonna hit her up. I'll be like, look, sister-in-law, you need to get in the Jeep and come with India up there to Albany to see the family. Hey, what's up, Sylvia Nixon and Felicia? So, for those of you guys on the Facebook thing that just tuned in, what I'm doing is trying to beat up M2 MacBook Air, and I'm live on YouTube, and I have them, Keely and India, and these little overlays kicked in over to the YouTube sitting on top. Okay, so let's do something purely heinous. I'm going to add one more video to the top of this. This is borderline stupid. Uh-oh. I did something stupid. All right, let's see. All right, boom. Animated overlay. Sin. Oh, God. India didn't hear that. Paul said, I'm going to need a new clip that says, I'm going to do something stupid. Yo, looky. Come on, player. Yo, come on, play. Yo, this joint is in the business. This is in the business. Ain't no stopping us now. We found the groove. Look, the chords didn't even blink, son. They didn't even blink. They stayed exactly and precisely where they was. This is bananas. I'm telling you, man. I don't hear all these people in the streets out here whining and crying and There we go. I'm going to just send this to the boys and be like, fellas. Huh? Oh. You got... That's the India pose. Oh, I wonder how well it green screens. Sorry, that was mean. Look. Look. Gotta thank Elaine for this hat. Look, airhead. Look, it's working though. Yay. Wait. Here, let's do this. Yo, Elaine, I found out something fun to do with this hat you got me. Elaine is going to be like, that is not what the hat is for, you a-hole. Here, I use this one because Ken and Glenn used to always use this one. That is funny. That is way funny. I'm going to put myself right above India's head. So I'm going to take another picture. Let me move all the things out the way. And then green screen hat. Oh, that is bananas. That is bananas. Yo, seriously, man, 18 minutes solid and the chorus ain't even mad. And for all of the people that were saying it's hot, I don't know what kind of bitch heads you got, but it's not hot. It's not hot at all. I'm sorry. I'll let you know after I run some Final Cut test on it, but this is not even remotely hot. When I do this for real, I'm going to bring my, what do you call that thing? You know, the infrared joint, you point at the steak, and I'll point it at it. Because I can see what they're doing. They're watching the heat from the software telling you how hot it's going, and then they're comparing that to going, oh yeah, it's getting hot. So they'll read the software say that it's pulling like 108 degrees Celsius, and then they'll touch it and go, oh yeah, it's hot. But like, if you didn't see the number first, you would have just touched it and went, it's warm. You know what I mean? Like they're pre-gaming their BS. Anyway, I'm calling them kids out. So Brady said he said something bad. That's why he retracted it. All right, boom. Oh, yes, we're doing axe throwing. Man, I was scared with Diana throwing the axe and Fulgen throwing the axe. But you want me to be somewhere around Keely with an axe? Hell, and alcohol. Axe and alcohol nonetheless. Hell nah. She's Canadian. She got more practice. She live in the YKK. Wait, that's a zipper. The YCC. YYC. Man, it's YYC. God damn it. Yes, Glenda, it does have something to do with my Air having 24 gigs. But like I said, if you're going to buy one, 16 or 24 is where it's at. So again, the people that would do something crazy like buy this and then try to buy the base model, that would just be dumb. I'm just saying that would be dumb. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna end it. I think I proved my freaking point. Hot take ass. Y'all got something to say? Hit me up in the comments, cause I'm gonna just call y'all on your bush. Yeah, catch me outside. How about that? I'm gonna call y'all on your BS, man. Stop lying to folks because you want clicks, because it's fun to make fun of Apple. I'm just saying, it's just wrong. Don't be a child. Grow up. Anyway, this works fantastic. I love it. I'm gonna send it to the boys, and they're gonna be like, "Nah, man, let's do these tests," and then they'll break it. So I can't wait to get it in Ken's hand directly when I fly up there, because Ken will put it through the works and then give you the official answer. But we might be better off. I mean, all of this plus green screen again? Come on. Come on. This is bananas. So I'm going to end the live here. Keely and India, don't hang up because I want to screen record this for the guys. You know what I'm saying? All right. Gang over here. Don't forget Saturday. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I should actually pull the graphic and then just paste it in here because it'll make more sense. Thumbnails. Bang. This, my friends, is fixing to be fun till daddy take the T-Bird away. Damn, that was really old reference. Only people that got that reference was Glenda and Paul. Anyway. I can still see Paul's face over here. So Saturday thumbnail workshop. Get your Canva already set up. Right? If you're Canva free, whatever, knock yourself out. You don't have Canva, docrock.live/Canva. Get your Canva set up. B, get yourself into the Discord. If you are a Drop Squad member, you're going to want to be in the Drop Squad area. Keely has a thing posted. There's a session post. It's all there. You'll understand. If you don't, DM somebody, right? You better ask somebody. And then we will do this live on Saturday. We thumbnailing it. So bring your thumbnail ideas. Bring your next video you're making. We're going to do this hands-on thumbnail workshoppy shop. Gang, I appreciate you guys for hanging out today with me as I open up this MacBook Air. Now to get it all set up and beat it up and see what it really do. We'll see. But then I'll see y'all. Peace out. A-Town Stump.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of